Hello. Today was an incredible day. We had 100% accuracy this morning, took one trade, followed all of my rules, made $5, made a small profit, a small dent in my big loss from last week. I'm super proud of my psychology, how I was approaching the markets, the patience that I had. This trade came about later in the morning when honestly the volatility seemed really low, but I just stayed patient and stayed watching for a potential trade. And when it came, I jumped in. And once I made my profit, I was very quick to make sure that I didn't immediately jump into another trade because that is where I seem to have issues. My first trade is often successful because I'm maintaining my caution. But once I break the ice, it starts to go downhill sometimes. So today I was able to step back. And when I stepped back, I was able to see that there was a very large seller waiting on the level 2. We're going to look at my screen and I'm going to show you how I was able to spot such a large seller and how I knew that the day was probably over at that point. Here is SGBX from this morning. I'm looking at the 1 minute chart right now and it hit the scanners at around 9:09 a.m. this morning. I was actually distracted during this part of the move and I watched it happen, but I wasn't able to capitalize or get in on it at all. And I was feeling very cautious, but I did get in on this last green candle here. I got in at 7:33 and I exited at 7:42. So I really got like the tail tip of this candle. And the best thing that I did this morning was I paused after I had my first trade and I looked at the market and I took in all of the data that is here for me to take in. And I thought, okay, we're waiting for a pullback. I'd like to see a curl up afterwards, after this pullback. And I was waiting and I was looking. And at around 9:15, I saw that, let me pull up the level 2 here. Got level 2. I'm on Thinkorswim right here. And I had SGBX open and I was watching all the data flowing through. And right here on the ask at 7:33, down, waiting to be hit, there was a 51,000 share seller waiting for the price to go back up to 7:33. So I knew when I saw that if we did have that curl back up, it probably was going to reject around 7:33 or it wouldn't really break past this point. The strength just wasn't there. I didn't see a buyer that was nearly as large as that huge seller. So that was a huge indicator because if I had not seen that, I probably would have lost out today and entered around this candle break on the red candle where it broke the green. I would have probably entered hoping for a squeeze higher and I would have lost money. But because I saw that seller on the ask, I was able to say, we're done, let's walk away. It's been a clean day. I had 100% accuracy. We can walk away proud of our stats and our psychology. So that's exactly what I did. I'll see you guys tomorrow and update you on how Friday goes. I'm really hoping that there's some volatility because the past few days, actually past few weeks, the volatility has just been not quite there. So we'll see if we're able to take a trade tomorrow and if I am able to follow my rules, which I will. So I'll check in tomorrow and let you know that I followed my rules.